So you've heard Moan, Memphis Jug Band's Moan, one of the foremost groups in the jug band style, a style that directly inspired skiffle. You ever heard of skiffle? Skiffle was what the Beatles were before they were the Beatles. They were the quarrymen. So there's the line. So you gotta remember, art is always in conversation with itself. The blues, it's no different. Before we had Moan, we had Casey Whistle, recorded in 1926 by a blind music teacher out of Kentucky.
That loving Casey blow, I thought I heard that loving Casey blow. She blowed like she
It's pretty likely, though, that he just learned it from another blues singer, and they probably learned it from some other blues. Anyway, you know how it works. In my recent 40-minute live stream on Patreon, we discussed the tune Casey Whistle, the artist who recorded it, the tuning he was in, which was open D, as well as the form, which was 12-bar blues, was kind of 12-bar blues, you'll see, and as well as how to play it. We also discuss where to get the tab, the slow play along, all that. So at that, let's check this out. This is Casey Whistle.
Yeah, Lester McFarlane, he's a really interesting character. Not a household name. If this was the first you've heard of him, I would not be very surprised, because it's just not a name that gets tossed around the kind of folk guitar world anymore. I don't know why, because he recorded like 200 sides. So he had a little duo. He had a little duo with this guy, I think it was Bob or Robert Gardner. And they had a little duo of guitar and mandolin stuff mainly. And it was, kind of more in like the old-time novelty end of things. But then they had a few of these. I mean, I haven't heard everything. I haven't even heard close to everything they put out. But they had this one in particular is more in that kind of blues world, which I just kind of find interesting, of the intersection between old time and blues, or the integration between white and black musicians. That was happening at a time where the integration was not broadcasted on the record label side. So I do just want to quickly, we won't listen to the whole thing, but I do want to share quickly here the whole the Casey trilogy, right? So I've been talking about how this is what I believe is the first one, 1926. In 1927, I just want to quickly share this with you, was the Andrew and Jim Baxter. Personally, my favorite. So I just saw Eddie, you mentioned your favorite of the Casey Chiefs beat the Denver Broncos. Did you just come up with that on the fly? That was good, man. That was really good. Real quick, we have to just check out the one everybody thinks about, not the original, the one everybody thinks about, Casey Moan.
I thought I heard that Casey when she blew. Oh, I thought I heard that Casey when she blew.
Okay, so that's the one that I think of when I think of the whole song's about the Casey train. We've got a kind of a blues in E, and there's a slide going on. So it's hard to say, who was listening to what records, but again, thinking of this kind of integration idea, and people were listening to records for a long time by the time like the Memphis Jug Band was around, right? So it's very likely they actually checked out the Casey Whistle Blues, and it's kind of, I don't know if cover is the word, but it's their interpretation seems really likely. So anyway, let's try to figure out Casey Whistle Blues. It's got a really cool little picking pattern, pinch, and then I just call these alternatings. So you got thumb, pinch, alternating. That's the pattern. If you speed that up, that's a really nice syncopation. And then something similar is going on for this 4-chord, right? That's the basic of I think what's happening there. Now my thumb's going on strings 5 and 3, 5. Same pattern though. So thumb, pinch, alternating, right? Now, it's not even, as we know, so we're gonna skip however long he's supposed to do that for, or did do that for, and we'll just count it like a normal 12 bar for now, where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, and then switch. Right, just do it even for now. We'll figure out what he's doing later. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's sweet. So, okay, I don't know where it fits in yet, but something like this. Right, he walks down and then walks back up. I think that's what he's doing. And then let's see what he does on this 5 chord.
She blows like she never blows before. She blows like she never blows.
That's cool. I've actually never done that in this tuning. It's a very familiar chord shape, right? You've probably done a shape like that in standard tuning. That's kind of sweet. He's teaching me how to play down low. And you, all of us here.
She blows like she never blows before.
All right, there's a little, one more little walk down.
Blows like she never blows before.
Nice. I'm not sure if he went low or high. It would work either way. Here's what we'll do. I'll tab out a 12 bar version of this, so you can just have at least that. Kind of like I did with that Robert Johnson tune. I made the even version and then I made the accurate version. What I've come to terms with in this like half hour, 40 minutes is that it's an open tune. Like, you know, there's a framework there that we all kind of sign up for, you know, when we're trying to learn this kind of like folk guitar thing. It's like, yeah, there's these 3 chords, there's some open tuning that we've all done before, and then usually, you know, some kind of structure of a tune, of a composition. And this tune adheres to all that, but then opens it up. And I think that's what you hear. I think that's what we all kind of hear without realizing it when we listen to a tune like this. And Frank Hutchinson's another one who I kind of view as a contemporary of this style. So, yeah. All right, guys. Let me know your thoughts. We'll get the tab out, and I'll get a slow play along.
And that tab and slow play along are available over on the Patreon. There is an even and there is an accurate version. You can also become a member and join up at the rare level, and we'll see you at the next stream. All right. So that's all for now. Take care.